Okay, this is speech number 1, the introduction speech, and these are my guests for my speech. Thank you guys for coming. All right. They say sticks and stones may break your bones, but words will never hurt you. This statement is not as true for an overweight little girl and adolescent. Growing up this way, overweight, I had to deal with lots of ridicule and being made fun of, especially in elementary school. Some in middle school, and by high school it had tapered off to the behind-the-back comments of classmates, and I got the title of the cool girl with the pretty face. Of course, the rest of me was chopped liver. The truth of the matter was, I was 5'4", almost 200 pounds, in my last semester of high school, and I was miserable. When I turned 18 and joined the workforce, I decided that this is when I had to do it. Now was my time to lose the weight. The journey down the path of weight loss is one that many of us have jumped on and off of several times. And it's not an easy one. I faced 3 main issues when I was on this path. The first was learning how to eat. Obviously, at 5'4" and almost 200 pounds, I didn't know how to eat. The second was, once I learned this, I had to actually keep up with my healthy eating habits and eat, and also teach myself how to cook healthy. The last thing was something I had never done in my life, which was exercise. When I'm done with this speech, I hope I can help you guys understand the journey of an overweight person and what it's like to be making that change for the better. My first challenge. Teaching myself how to eat. Obviously, I've thrived off of Taco Bell and McDonald's most of my life and had no idea how to eat correctly. How many calories should I be eating? How many times a day? How much protein? How many carbs should I be having? If all of that wasn't enough, figuring out the protein, the calories, the carbs, the frequency of my eating, I had to actually stick to it. Knowing how to eat healthy was enough, right? Boy, was I wrong. Temptation was not easy, especially, like I said, being a child of McDonald's and Burger King and Dunkin' Donuts. I had to go to my favorite restaurants, check out the menus, see what I could have as concerns to the calories or the fat intake, which wasn't much. Now I had to actually order it, because that's a difficult part as well, believe it or not, having to order it when there's all these delicious meals on the menu and you have to order for diet food. And if I wasn't going to eat out, or if I couldn't find anything at a place that I can order, I'd have to cook for myself. So that came along with the learning to cook healthy. Next was an obstacle I didn't really expect, which was my friends. They obviously weren't on a diet. Well, most of them weren't, like I was, and eating healthy wasn't that big of a deal or a concern for them. So when we would go out for drinks, I would have water. That free basket of wings that came with the beer, I got to eat the celery and the carrots. When we would go out for special events or birthday parties, I would have to seek a menu ahead of time, which everyone knows when going out to eat with a group of people, that's rarely a quick decision. So I'd have to see if there was anything I could eat where they thought they might be going, and if not, I'd have to cook for myself and eat beforehand and sit and watch while everybody ate and celebrated. I also had to deal with the try it, one bite won't hurt, or this one day or meal, or have one drink, it won't matter. I realized that they didn't understand my struggle, and this was something that I was going to have to do for myself. Now, I was actually losing weight. I knew what to eat. I had the ordering down, the cooking. I had everything in place. I had lost about 30 pounds, but it just wasn't enough for me. I felt I should have lost more. Then I had to incorporate something in my life that I never had before, unless, of course, the ice cream man was going too fast, which was exercise. I began my exercise routine by walking and running around my neighborhood, coming home and doing sit-ups and any simple exercises I could figure out at my home. What I was doing was building stamina, and eventually I could run a whole mile. I then joined a gym and started doing research on what exercises I should or should not be doing for the correct areas I wanted to target, whether it was my abs or my legs or my arms. I did the research. I had to learn how to exercise to tone these areas of my body. Granted, the journey down the path of weight loss was not easy for me, but I made it. I made it to 80 pounds, more than I ever thought I would or actually could lose. And it was not easy. Remember, I had to teach myself how to eat. I had to erase years of bad eating habits. I had to actually implement the good eating habits now and keep it up, consistently eat right. And I had to exercise. It was a complete lifestyle change. I had to do all these things that I had never done before. Now I stand before you at 120 pounds and I exercise at least 4 times a week. And I can honestly say I did it on my own. I didn't have a lot of help from the people around me. Now, I really don't honestly remember what it was like to be overweight a lot of the time. I remember some of the emotions and the feelings, but I can't deny that I still get the rush of pride once I see somebody that hasn't seen my transformation and they see the new me. And I love to give support as well to those who are attempting to journey down the path of weight loss and let them know that after all, if I can do it, I can too. Thank you.